are use cases for decorators?
Decorators offer a wide range of practical applications in Python programming. Some of the most common use cases include extension of functions. Decorators can be used to extend a function without modifying the existing code. This means we add functionalities. Logging. Decorators are well suited for adding logging functionalities. For example, a decorator can be created to output log messages before and after a method call. Authentication and authorization. They can be used to add authentication or authorization checks before a function is called. Validation. A decorator can be used to validate input parameters before a function is called. Profiling. Decorators can be used to measure the execution time of functions or count the number of function calls. Generally speaking, they can collect profiling information. Caching. By adding a decorator, caching of results can be implemented. If a method receives the same input parameter as before, the decorator can return the previously stored result instead of executing the method again. Error handling. They can handle exceptions consistently by wrapping functions and error-catching mechanisms, providing a unified way to deal with errors across multiple functions.
This is all fine. But I need to see real code. Can you show me examples of each of these cases?
Gotcha. I'll hit you with some solid examples for the first 3 use cases right now. We'll tackle the rest in the upcoming lessons. But for now, let's dive in and bring these concepts to life with some hands-on examples. Ready? Here we go. In the first part of our discussion on decorators, we demonstrated how they can be used to extend the behavior of functions. This trigonometric decorator enhances the standard trigonometric functions, allowing them to accept angles in both degrees and radians. Normally, Python's built-in trigonometric functions, such as sine and cosine, only accept angles in radians. However, by applying this decorator, we add an optional parameter that lets users specify whether the input is in degrees or radians, thus providing greater flexibility in handling different angle measurements.
Now, I would like to see an example of a logging decorator.
Your wish is my command. The log_time decorator below records the time both before and after the decorated function is executed. Once the function completes, it calculates and returns the time difference, showing how long the function took to run. After this, the result of the decorated function call is returned.
So, can you hit me with the details on authentication decorators?
No worries. This Python code demonstrates how to use a decorator for handling authentication. The authenticated function randomly returns either true or false to simulate a user's authentication status. The authentication_decorator checks whether the user is authenticated before allowing the decorated function to execute. If the user is authenticated, the original function, foo, is executed and returns its result, x plus 42, but if the user is not authenticated, a permission error is raised, stopping the execution. When foo3 is called, the result will either be 45 if authenticated or an error if not authenticated.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on future content.